What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Crying in Baseball Podcast. I am your host, Logan Amelia, joined once again by my co-host, Ashton Youngfelt. Ashton, it's late at night. It's about 10:50. Are you getting sleepy at this point?
Yes.
Now, this sleepiness, does it derive from your awful sleep schedule or just boredness?
Yes.
Okay, that's insightful into your life. We really thank you for that.
You're welcome.
Now, let's get to talking about the big trade that just went down. We have Nolan Arenado being dealt from Colorado all the way to St. Louis. First impressions, I'd love to hear them.
I hate it. First of all, I think the Rockies got fleeced. Second, I don't want Nolan Arenado to be a Cardinal. I hope the league rejects the trade because of how badly the Rockies are getting fleeced. I think they should flip-flop it and just do a 1-for-1 Bryant for Arenado. I think the league should make that happen. But, in all honesty, I think it's a very... I don't know how to feel about it, honestly, because obviously the Rockies are eating so much money that, like, it's not even a bad contract at this point for the Cardinals. Like, yeah, he's still making a lot, but for the type of player he can be, it's well worth it. The dude's not even in his 30s yet, or he might be just have turned 30. He is. I can't find his age.
I'll help you out there, bud. He looks to be about 29 years old and 288 days young.
Exactly. So, obviously still in his prime. Didn't have the best past years, but 48 game sample size isn't much. And also he's still an elite fielder. Finished top 8 in MVP.
4 platinum gloves. That's almost how many fingers I have.
Yep. Big counting.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's finished top 8 in MVP voting 5 times. Ridiculous.
Mm-hmm. Ridiculousness.
Yeah, but besides this past year, was consistent with 30 to 40 home runs. He's a baller. Is the way
he's won something every single year. I'm just going to go down the list. Gold Glove, Silver Slugger, Gold Glove, Silver Slugger, Gold Glove, Silver Slugger, Gold Glove, Silver Slugger, Gold Glove, Gold Glove. Now, what you may have just heard come out of my mouth was a bunch of... but long story short, if you couldn't pick up a word I was saying, he's good. He's really good. So, yeah, do you have anything, or can I get into my thoughts?
Just one more thing.
Please.
He's going to turn out to be a bust for them, just like Goldschmidt did for those first couple of years. I think it'll take Arenado about 5 years to start to succeed there.
5 years?
Yes.
Into the 7 years left on this contract?
Yes, you heard me.
Okay.
I'm obviously joking, but this does pain me as a Cubs fan.
My thoughts are this seals the NL Central for the Cardinals. No. They were my pick for the Central with the Reds in a close second.
No.
But now this just gives the Cardinals just so much. This is insane. It's just adding this MVP caliber player to your team is incredible. And the Cardinals have done a great job building up their farm system to be able to get players like this. But that brings me to my point. The reportedly, according to Ken Rosenthal, the 3 names that are most likely going to Colorado are Lucan Baker, Austin Gomber, and John Torres. It's Jhon. I haven't read that before, so I could be saying it wrong. The only person on Baseball Reference is Austin Gomber. He's 27 years old. He played a little bit in 2020. I'm seeing, .7 WAR. He's a pitcher. 14 games he played in, 4 game saves. I mean, seems like a solid end of the, the solid end of the bullpen kind of guy. He's locked up till 2026. I mean, yeah, like this is fine, but I couldn't find anything out about Luke and Baker or John Torres. I really feel like the Cardinals basically just they just took on. This was a money dump by the Rockies, and the Rockies gave the Cardinals $50 million. Ashton, do you know what I would do with $50 million?
Probably something illegal and kind of weird.
Elaborate.
No, I don't think you want me to elaborate, but I'm gonna say this feels more like a free agent signing than it does a trade.
Yeah, I feel that. Yeah, like I don't know. This feels very similar to the Goldschmidt thing, where like Goldschmidt was rumored for a while, and the Cardinals were just like, all right, I think that Arenado fits in well with like the Cardinal way and stuff. I feel like if management just keeps him happy, it'll be a happy little romance. And yeah, like I really think this is just a solid pickup. I really got not too much else to say.
Okay. This is all I have to say. So you said you like the Cardinals more than the Cubs this year, right?
Oh yeah. Okay. I like the Reds more than the Cubs.
We're gonna walk position by position besides pitcher because that's enough.
Okay. Are we gonna walk or are we gonna like stroll?
We'll stroll.
Are we holding hands on this stroll?
Well, our elbows are locked.
Our elbows are locked. All right, keep going.
Would you rather have Andrew Knizer or Wilson Contreras?
I'd rather have Yachty or Molina.
He's not on the roster, but
you know what? They're going to re-sign
him. So you're saying you'd take Yachty over Wilson?
Nah, I'd take Wilson.
Exactly. First base, I'd say Paul Goldschmidt and Anthony Rizzo.
I'm taking Goldschmidt over Rizzo.
Dude, that's a draw.
I'm taking Goldschmidt over Rizzo. The only reason it's a draw is because you're a Cubs fan.
Or now, because Rizzo's been one of the more consistent.
Or Rizzo, if you're like a Abreu or Rizzo, I'd be like, who just won the MVP this year and who hit 60 RBIs in 60 games? The answer starts with Abreu and ends with you.
Okay, at second base, Tommy Edman or Nico Horner. That's a bit of a draw.
Tommy Edman.
Yeah.
Tommy Edman because he has like big major league experience and I like him.
He batted .250 this year. With a 685
better than
OPS.
you've ever batted in your life.
No, let's recall that last year's travel.
Okay, shut up.
Shortstop, Paul DeJong or Javi Baez?
That's tough. Javi Baez had a rough year.
Yeah. Dude, you cannot say you take Paul DeJong over Javi Baez.
Let me pull up Javi Baez's stats.
He was not good this year, obviously.
Okay, yeah. I will trust you and go with Javier Baez.
And Paul DeJong wasn't good either this year.
I see a 203 batting average for Javi Baez.
What was his OPS?
Let's pull up Mr. DeJong.
What was Baez's OPS?
Baez's OPS was 599.
Okay, never mind. But he's still he's still a way better fielder than DeJong.
Paul DeJong was better.
And neither one were very good. Then
OPS 671 2. I am taking Paul DeJong.
You're insane. Okay, obviously third base you take Arenado over Bryant. But the outfield.
I'm taking Arenado, yeah.
And the outfield, I'm taking all three of the Cubs starting outfielders over.
I'm taking Harrison Bader over Ian Happ.
You're insane.
You know what? You're insaner.
You like Bader because he's a fast white guy. He batted .226 this year. He batted .226.
Wow. How dare you call me fast?
Wow. Okay. I would never call you that. If anything, you're slow, and I mean that mentally and physically.
That's too far. We're cutting that out.
How is that too far?
It's far.
It's a joke.
No, we're cutting this part out. All right, I'm going to make a mental note. We are cutting out probably about 11:40.
And the first half, too.
Oh, yeah, when you were talking about what I do with the $1 million?
No. We're talking about Frankie.
Yeah. Okay. We'll start at 2:05. Yeah, I think Harrison Bader. No questions asked.
Yeah, you're actually insane. I'd take Happ over any of these guys. I'd take Hayward over any of these guys. I'd take Jock Peterson over any of these guys. And then pitching, the Cardinals have no depth. They have none.
Hey, that kind of hurts the Cardinals'
It
feelings.
probably does, and it should. But I still think the Cubs are the
Can I ask
central
you a
winner.
question, sir? Ashton Youngfeld, can I ask you a question?
Depends.
Who traded away Yu Darvish?
The Cubs.
Who let John Lester walk? And
John Lester had like a
Wilson-
4 or 5. John Lester had a 5 ERA.
You know what? Okay, then who let Quintana walk?
He had like a 4 ERA.
Okay, well, my thing is they got Kyle Hendricks and nobody else.
Zach
I apologize
Davies.
for being that close to the mic, but it emphasizes my point.
Zach Davies had an under 3 ERA this year.
Zach Davies pitched for the Milwaukee Brewers in 2019. In 2019, the Milwaukee Brewers lost a wild card game. That means that Zach Davies is a bad player, and that's how that works.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think we're getting a bit off track, but
yeah, we
are. This trade is kind of crazy.
Paul DeYoung went to Illinois State.
Yeah, he pitched on top tier, or he played for top tier.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so anyway, like I was saying, this trade is kind of crazy.
I think I just want to keep cutting you off in all honesty. All right, what were you saying?
No, you're just going to cut me off again.
No, I won't.
This trade is kind of crazy just based off the fact that the Rockies are eating so much money for a star player in his prime.
And where does this leave the Rockies for you? Does this leave
This has
the Rockies...
to be a complete rebuild. I think we see Trevor Story go next.
Did they re-sign Blackman?
No, he's just on a massive contract.
Okay.
They let David Dahl walk too.
Yeah. No, yeah. This is the end of the 2 wild card games they've went to, where they beat the Cubs. And I believe that year they also had a game 163 against the Brewers and lost that against the Brewers too. So I believe they lost 2 do-or-die games. My thing is just imagine losing back-to-back do-or-die games. Number 1, against the Milwaukee Brewers of all teams. Number 2, against the Colorado Rockies. You want to know something funny?
Didn't you blow a 1-0 lead to the A's?
I will destroy you as a person.
That sounds kind of weird.
Fun fact, I remember from that, was it 2018 or 19 wild card game against the Rockies and Cubs. I'm pretty sure Lester was on the mound, and he walked Charlie Blackmon first at bat, and Blackmon came around to score, and that game was a 1-run game.
Yeah. Nobody asked.
So, all I'm saying is that getting that first run around the game is very important.
Yeah. Well, Nolan Arenado is a Cardinal. I hate it.
Nolan Arenado is a Cardinal. You're right.
The Rockies got screwed a bit. Probably
it's a salary dump. That's all.
Well, lack of money
with
probably
$50 million.
Well, yeah. You don't see that happen, especially when a guy like with Arenado's capabilities.
Yeah.
Very rare.
Yeah, he can read and write. That's pretty cool. He's got great abilities.
No one likes you. You're probably adopted.
We thank you for listening to the Crying Baseball podcast. I am your host, Logan Melia. Thank you for listening. See ya.
Peace.